Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hi, hello-y, my name is Loey, and today we're watching 35 of the scariest TikToks I've ever posted. And you wanna know something crazy? The first time I ever did this, I showed you guys 35 of the scariest TikToks I'd ever posted. I did this like for the first time last year. And weirdly today, I once again have 35 TikToks to show you. Definitely did not plan that. There was not like a numerical threshold to hit. I just thought it might be time. So we have a lot to talk about today. I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper on some things. There's also a lot of like short stories and videos that just never really made it into a scary side of TikTok. I'm very excited for you to see these, but before we get into it, I want to say a huge thank you to our sponsor, Midas Merge. Picture this with me. You have stumbled across the most mystical, fantastical land you've ever seen with your own two eyes. Only it's been taken over by the goddess of night herself, Nyx. Well, in Midas Merge, a free to download mobile game that you can play right now on iOS and Android, that's exactly what you experience. And it's up to you and your furry friends to save the day. In Midas Merge, you team up with King Midas and Queen Leia to revive the Gardens of Gold. There's a fun mystery element to the story, and I just love the gameplay in general. The match 3 component is really kind of relaxing to play, but also challenging to my brain. But my very favorite thing, I've said this before about Midas Merge, is the cute creatures. I literally just opened up the app to show you, and look at my cutie little cappy bird. Their name is Bailey. My personal favorite critters though are the crystal fawns, and I have this one named Chonks. And you can merge the animals so that they actually like evolve into new forms of themselves. And the first 100 people to download the game using my link down below or scanning the QR code on screen right now will receive a super unique U-turtle at level 2. Now, this U-turtle is a cutie pie, don't get me wrong, but it also will have the LoeyLane name attached to it. That's right, you will get a special LoeyLane turtle, which I'm kind of jealous of because it's so stinking cute. I wish I could re-download the game and get it myself, but I'll settle for knowing that all of you guys will have a cutie U-turtle in your game. But also thank you guys so much for using my link to download the game. It really helps out the channel more than you know. Thank you to Midas Merge for sponsoring, and now let's get into my scary TikToks. You already know mimics are all over TikTok, and I tend to cover them in TikTok videos from time to time. I feel like they go viral really consistently. This is not my mom. She left early to leave something at church. If she really was my mom, she has a key to open the door.
¿Qué? ¿Eh? Sacándome las cejas. Sí.
So many people in the comments are saying that this entity is mimicking her mother because that's what it is. It's a mimic. Mimics can imitate the voices and the likeness of your loved ones, your close friends, your family, anyone who might draw you in and lower your defenses. A lot of people ask what happens if you answer a mimic like she did in this video. And what people say is that when you answer a mimic, it can then mimic you as well. So you're essentially trading it over your voice. And that's why the entity was giggling when the girl responded back. But what do you think it was?
Who is it?
Me.
Who's me?
Your son.
Aren't you at your friend's sleepover?
Hungry.
Who are you?
Your son.
Have you ever heard anyone call out for you when you know you've been home alone for hours? Maybe your mom went to the store and you can hear her in the kitchen. Maybe you hear your best friend's voice, but she hasn't lived in the same town as you for years. If you experience this, you might have witnessed what is known as a mimic. And these are some of my favorite scary mimic videos that I've come across on TikTok.
Can you call my phone? Can you call my phone? Hey, can you call my phone? Hey, can you call my phone? Can you call my phone?
So do you want to watch a movie tonight?
I'm terrified.
You want to watch a movie tonight?
Yeah.
What do you want to watch? Probably something funny, right?
Probably.
Like what? You mentioned The Proposal last night.
Oh my god, I love
Do you want to watch that?
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Well, what does it sound like?
You. It sounds like you.
Me? Wait, like, this sounds like someone's in the house?
Mm-hmm. But it sounds like you. Don't go up there, don't go up there, don't go up there.
Should I call the cops?
I don't know.
Recently, TikTok user Morg's Hauntings heard her husband talking upstairs when he was literally in the room with her, and this video is one of the scariest things I have ever seen.
Are you like messing with me because...
Baby, I really don't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay, it's just Nebula upstairs. There's no one up there.
Let me see if I got it on here. Do you... What was it?
Jesus.
My God!
Dude,
It was under the table.
That thing's full. The cats could not have done that.
That's heavy. Oh my God. Okay. Yep, that'll do it.
I've seen some scary stuff on TikTok, but this girl's mimic experience is terrifying.
I swear there's someone outside my room. Wait.
And you thought that was creepy. Well, in an update, this poster says that it didn't stop there. In fact, since she filmed that last video, she's heard somebody sneezing repeatedly in her home, as well as what sounded like a man grumbling.
Last night I was sleeping and I got woken up by something really loud at around 4 something a.m., like 4:30 a.m. It sounded like a loud bang coming from the living room. And then I proceeded to hear continuous sneezing, like literally something going from my living room. And again, I live alone. I then heard grunting, like, I can't recreate it, but it was in a very deep voice, and it almost sounded like a man. And so I turned on the lights in my house, and I went around, like, checking all of the doors, making sure that there's no one, like, hiding in my house. And I didn't find anyone, like, there was nobody there.
Some people think she is a frogger, aka somebody literally living in her walls, while others are convinced that this is a mimic experience. And this poster seems to think it's paranormal, so what do you think it was? Stay spooky, friends.
Oh, nope, I just got touched, nope.
Okay, I need to show you this scary TikTok because this guy thinks he caught a mimic on camera.
Okay, so I'm here at work. Bro, I'm telling you, you heard that, right? I'm closing, and I'm like hearing stuff, bruh. I'm like closing right now, and I'm hearing, bruh, come on, man. Nobody's in here. I'm literally closing. Yo.
Don't love that.
I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it's been like really active here lately. Just wanted to show you guys. There's nobody in the store but me.
Oh. Spooky. Real spooky. Now, this isn't the only time that this creator has caught something like this whispering to him in his store while closing. So what do you think it is? Like I said, there's a lot of videos and stories that I cover on my TikTok that just don't make it into Scary Side of TikTok videos. One of the biggest examples of this recently has to be my entirely scrapped Dress to Impress Roblox video. The Halloween update for the Roblox game Dress to Impress is going to be absolutely terrifying, and I'm going to tell you why. Since April of this year, there's been expanding lore around the character Lana, who owns the nail salon in Dress to Impress. It goes so deep, girl was writing us diary entries about how she had been replaced with a doppelganger. Then, in a recent update of the game, Lana was missing from the nail station. There were boxes packed of all of her things, as well as posters saying that they were looking for a new nail tech. And what you know, a few days later, our girl Lena shows up. And she's working as the new nail tech, but if you follow a path of broken nail polish bottles, you can find a crying Lana in a cage in a secret basement of the salon. Now, in her diary entries, Lana has left us a Roblox ID number that actually takes us to her Roblox account. And then that takes us to her secret YouTube account, full of absolutely terrifying videos surrounding cult phenomena in this universe. But a couple of weeks ago, Lana made this post on the community tab of her YouTube channel. It's a message written in binary that, when translated, says, "I'll be here for a long time. That girl at my desk will disappear out of the blue, then I'll be back soon. All in Hallows Eve." So I think that come Halloween, Lana is coming back with a vengeance to take her rightful place as the queen of the nail salon. The lore of Dress to Impress goes absolutely insane, in case you can't tell, so let me know if you want to know more about it. The Halloween update for the Roblox game Dress to Impress hasn't dropped yet, but there has been a mini update that came out on September 28th that a lot of people have been talking about. With the update came some new items and hair and makeup, but Lana, the nail tech who's been locked in the basement for the past month, is gone. Due to parental concern, Lana was removed from the game, though the developers confirmed that this does not impact lore. All that's left in the basement now is this message on the wall that says "stay in school." They've erased all the other cryptic messages that were all over the walls, as well as these weapons, which you can now pick up. There had also been this boarded up room down there, and that is now open, leading to this blue lighting room. Nothing spooky to that. I think it's just something they're testing out. But yeah, I do wonder what happens to Lana now. They've said it doesn't impact lore, obviously. Are they going to bring her back to the game? Are they going to implement any of her lore now in Dress to Impress, or just in the other games? I'll be really interested to see what they do in the next one, because if parents are concerned about this, they don't want to know what happens in the other secret Roblox games around Lana's lore. You want me to talk about those? Because I'd love to talk about those. But yeah, Lana's gone. I guess parents were afraid that their children would see a Roblox character locked in a cage and be traumatized for life. So stay spooky, friends. So that was the extent of my coverage of Dress to Impress in Roblox. I think I talked about it a little bit once on stream and watched a couple of YouTube videos with you guys, but by the time that I got around to actually making the video, it's super interesting, by the way. The horror component of it had started to be removed due to complaints from parents. And since then, I haven't heard any additional buzz around the ARG surrounding it. Maybe I'm just really tuned out, but I kind of just scrapped the whole video. Let me know if you still want that, or honestly, if you'd like videos on Roblox horror in general. I kind of tend to find really random horror games on Roblox just in my spare time. Some of them are terrible, but some of them are really kind of scary. So I know that's so random, but yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in that at all. One TikTok I'm seeing in here that I would love to elaborate further on, I even was thinking about making a full-blown update video for this, but there's just not enough information to do so, I feel, is my video about Russ McKamey being arrested. So Russ McKamey, the owner of McKamey Manor, aka the most extreme haunted house in America, has been arrested. McKamey Manor, the extreme haunted house that Russ runs, has been under investigation by the Attorney General of Tennessee since late last year. An investigation that came after the Hulu documentary Monster Inside came out at the end of last year, going into the world of McKamey Manor and basically how it is a legal torture house. However, Russ was not arrested for crimes relating to McKamey Manor. Instead, on July 19th, he was arrested under charges of SA, attempted murder by strangulation, as well as domestic violence. He awaits trial in early August, and his bail is set at like $100,000. It's kind of unclear of whether or not he's posted bond. Also, fun fact, Russ is currently suing Hulu for $8.4 million due to damages caused by their documentary looking into his haunted house. Or should I call it an extreme horror attraction? I'll keep you posted on Russ McKamey and McKamey Manor as a whole, but for now, stay spooky, friends. When it comes to McKamey Manor, I swear to you, I don't feel like this place is ever going to get shut down. The Attorney General's office ceased their investigation into McKamey Manor, saying basically that nothing was going on. There were no violations of whatever they were looking for. I still don't fully understand what they were looking for, and I also don't understand how they couldn't just make this man stop practicing business, but whatever. They dropped the search, and also the charges against him were dropped. So it's really just fantastic to see him continually navigating the law system and never seeing any repercussions for the terrible, terrible things that that man has done. Russ McKamey, I am your biggest hater, and the day that you do inevitably face consequences for your actions will be the best day of my life. Kendrick Lamar has taught me that hating to my truest potential can get me far, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. SpongeBob videos go viral on TikTok a lot for me. I feel like it's a show that absolutely everyone is familiar with, no matter your age bracket. It's a kid show as well, and for some reason, we like to find those creepy. I've been thinking about this super dark SpongeBob conspiracy theory recently. I don't know why, it just popped in my head. This might ruin your childhood, so I'm sorry if I'm the one who has to break this news to you, but the fictional town Bikini Bottom in SpongeBob SquarePants is actually based off of a real-life location, the history of which is crazy. This is Bikini Atoll. Located in the Pacific Ocean, this area was used for nuclear weapons testing by the United States. The area is still so radioactive to this day, like 70 years later, that humans cannot be back to this area. And I hear you saying, Loey, thanks so much for the history lesson, but how does SpongeBob come into this? Well, what if I told you that there's actually an earlier script of SpongeBob SquarePants in which Bikini Bottom never existed, and instead the town that SpongeBob and his friends live in is called Bikini Atoll. In this version of the SpongeBob pilot, the intro was written as "Welcome, one and all, to Bikini Atoll." So in this theory, this is Bikini Atoll, and beneath that is Bikini Bottom, an area suffering from the after effects of nuclear testing. And the characters we've grown to love in SpongeBob SquarePants are actually just the effect of radiation in the ocean. And the effects of that radiation are why the characters of SpongeBob can talk and play instruments, and why they're all a little weird. But I think my favorite part of this theory comes in when people speculate specifically about Sandy. Because Miss Sandy Cheeks is like a super genius of a chipmunk. And maybe she would have had use for that full suit for something other than going underwater, as in navigating the incredibly radioactive land of Bikini Atoll. It also might explain why during Sandy's hibernation, she gets so angry, like just filled with rage. Some people denounce the theory entirely, while others say that there's solid proof that it's real. Also, people who worked on the show have come forward to say that, yeah, they thought it was real too. I could do a part 2 about this conspiracy alone because there's so much more to it, and even ways that SpongeBob has alluded to the theory in episodes. So let me know if you want to know more. But yeah, I'm sorry for ruining your childhood. In July of 2005, there was a television hijacking that resulted in a disturbing episode of SpongeBob SquarePants. The episode starts off with the title card "Help" over and over, despite the fact that this is footage from the season 2 episode "Your Shoes Untied." Everything seems relatively normal as SpongeBob trips his way down to the Krusty Krab, but once he gets there is when things get weird.
Bye, SpongeBob. laces bow, laces bow, laces bow, laces bow.
Not how I remember the song going. So after that, we cut to a shot of SpongeBob's home in the middle of the night. And inside we see Gary anxiously staring at a clock on the wall. And it's while he's doing this that we have the last shot of the episode before it was pulled off the air. Yeah, Mr. SquarePants has definitely seen better days. This is absolutely terrifying, and it is a piece of analog horror from the creator Hades Horror. I love seeing these hijacking lost episode analog horror pieces going around, and this one is maybe the creepiest one I've seen yet. Let me know if you want me to react to any more of these. These like creepypasta lost episode videos are just getting scarier. So more footage has come out of another SpongeBob broadcast hijacking, and it's so creepy, so let's watch it together.
No can do. Nah, you'll just have to wait.
Please, please. Tell me, please.
Okay, Patrick, here we are.
You got me a carnival? Fine. All right, everybody up. This is my carnival.
It's not the carnival.
Oh.
Here, why don't you take this cord?
Oh, it's moving. Oh! Oh no. I don't think he's happy with us. And that was it. It was just gone. Another truly terrifying piece of analog horror from Hades Horror over on TikTok. In that vein, I do make like creepy cartoon TikToks from time to time. Like I said, they always seem to do really well. And there was just like an abundance of scary videos, I guess, around them to talk about during Halloween season.
We've got to find the quickest way to Dora's house. Where to go first?
Y'all, the marketing interns that run these TikTok accounts are getting crazy because why did Nickelodeon's account just post analog horror of Dora the Explorer? The whole thing is so weird. It's obviously just clips of actual Dora the Explorer edited to be creepy, like not jump scare of Swiper. But it is the end scene that you have to hear this.
What was that, Dora? I don't know, Boots. Did you hear that?
What? I, for one, would like to formally welcome Nickelodeon into the horror space. Like, please make more of these. Just not something I ever thought I'd see. But I'm telling you, between like this and Nutter Butter and the Crocs account recently, these brands are going crazy. Sorry if you heard purring the whole time. My cat is being emotional support. I got tagged in the 2004 Disney Channel hijacking posted to TikTok by Hades Horror, so we're gonna watch it together.
You're watching.
Imagination. It all narrows down to imagination, right? I don't know. The human mind is not one to underestimate. Be careful what you think of. Oh God. Oh my God.
Enter with Lloyd and Steve.
Oh my god, these analog horror TV show hijackings are getting so creepy. And Hades Horror is an amazing creator of these, so go check out their account if you want to see more. We're hitting some genuinely scary TikToks in this little roundup, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch these for yourselves. Hey, quick question. Have you seen this footage that was captured on security camera at Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum in the middle of the night? Because seriously, this is terrifying. Like, what is that? Literally sounds like a demon growling. I don't know what that sound was, but as someone who has visited this museum, let me tell you, it is not a place that I would ever be when no one else was there. Literally one of the scariest places I've ever been in my entire life. Have you ever gone? I genuinely think this is the scariest TikTok I've seen in a long time, and if I have to suffer, you have to suffer with me.
You can't manage that woman there, you know? Every night, I just she can't stand up. And all you say, hey. All you say, woman. Hey. Hey. What she stand up there for? Every night, this one comes up right, this one don't want to move. Woman.
I can kind of see her face.
Every flipping night. Move. Every night, someone comes up there, so don't want to move. Like she's sick in her head.
Poster also said to anybody saying it was fake that the lady is not there during the day. As you can see right here, no creepy lady. Because the woman is always in the exact same position. I mean, in this video, he literally sprays her with the water and she doesn't react at all. Most of TikTok is saying that while this video is scary, it's probably a mannequin. But this is still total nightmare fuel. Stay spooky, friends. Every time we flip the breaker for the kitchen, we hear someone talking so clearly through our microwave. Listen. The comments on this were cracking me up. We have finally found a unique experience. Congrats. Hi, so this is actually insane. Just a thought, but is it worth checking to see inside the microwave if there's anyone in there? As it turned out, it was not a little demon man in the microwave. In fact, this was just a model of microwave in which you could record a message on it. And somebody, probably many, many years ago, recorded a message on this microwave, not thinking the entire internet would hear it in the millions. But seriously, I cannot blame this poster for thinking that. Imagine your breaker flipping and every single time it comes back on, every time your power comes on, you just hear a little man singing, "I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man" from your microwave. I would be in shambles. Stay spooky, friends. Okay, please tell me you guys have been seeing this TikTok too. It's from TikTok user Newell Boyce, who said that his neighbor's house across the street, which they've only been moved out of for like a year, is currently in the process of being demolished. And the other night, he says that he and his wife heard what they thought was an animal from inside of that house.
That window right behind me, I heard a smack on the window, and I look over, my wife sees it, and I see it. There's someone standing in this window, and it doesn't look good to me. When they walked away, they tore those blinds off right there. That's why you see that hole. My wife and I jumped up. I tell her, go in there and call the police now. I go over to where the window's broke. Now, I'm not thinking anything devilish at this moment. First, I don't see anything, but I hear a scratching sound. It sounds like someone digging at wood. I turn in that direction, and I see someone, and I know it's a person, just the eyes. The eyes. Plain as day. I could see someone's eyes, and I definitely seen a bridge of their nose. They were crawling on the floor towards me. So I move away from the window because I don't know what it is, and I don't want to take the chance. Just as I come past this window right here, I catch out the side of my eye someone's eye in the window. When I turned to look, it was almost like a jump scare. It got closer to the window, scared me. I took off running up the steps.
He says that before the police came, his wife came outside to see like whatever he saw, and she saw the same eye in the window.
Whatever this was, it had eyes like a human, but this shit wasn't human. Police go inside, they look around everywhere, they don't find anything. In fact, one of the officers made it a point to show me that the dust in the house hasn't even been stepped on by anyone, moved, nothing. And now I know there's something weird going on here, really weird.
He says if anything else happens, he will record. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this poster's account. But what do you think it was? I don't know why TikTok insists on showing me only the scariest of TikTok live. Right before I'm about to go to bed. Saw this one at 1 in the morning last night. Who is that? This is actually a horror artist and baker known as Sentient Sweets online who makes nightmarish creations like this one. I have no mouth and I must scream. Most of the time his creations are cherry pies like this one so that they look red when they are cut open, but these creations are crazy. I absolutely love this account. Apparently he live streams on a regular basis, but look at this. Like, what a friend. And by friend, I mean eldritch horrors beyond all comprehension. What a man! What a little dude! Why does it hurt so much? Great question. Probably because, like, that is terrifying. I also really want to know what the teeth are made out of. Are the teeth edible? Are the eyes edible? I feel like no, maybe. Anyway, welcome to the scary side of TikTok Live. I wanted to showcase this account. If you guys like horror and you want to see more of this person's art, I will have them linked down below. Sentient Sweets over on TikTok. So have you guys been keeping up with this guy on TikTok who thinks that his grandfather was the Zodiac killer? Because some of the evidence that he shows is wild.
I typed in my grandpa's name on Google the other day, and to my fucking surprise, internet sleuths have been throwing my grandpa's name around for years, connecting him as the Zodiac motherfucker killer.
This is TikToker JFoy 3.0, who has gone viral recently on TikTok for evidence that he has shown behind the reasons why he thinks his grandfather, Richard Hoffman, might have been the Zodiac killer.
Let's talk about it. My grandpa was a Vallejo police officer. Yes, the same area where the Zodiac killings took place. Darlene Farron and her boyfriend Mike or Matt, forgot the guy's name, were driving around Vallejo one night, the night that my grandfather happened to be on duty, driving an unmarked police car and wearing plain clothes. When they parked, the car pulled in, a man hopped out of the car, and Darlene, the girl who passed away, said, "Oh my God, that's Richard. He's gonna kill us both." My grandpa was first on scene to that shooting. And later it was revealed that that scene was tampered with. My grandpa showed up on scene within 5 minutes of the shooting being reported. He sent away the officers that responded with him. Who sends away responding officers on a possible double murder?
And while I can't say for sure if this guy's grandfather, Richard Hoffman, is the Zodiac killer, some of these coincidences are pretty crazy. The Zodiac killer is a still unidentified to this day serial killer who operated in the Northern California area in the 1960s. He had 5 victims in the San Francisco Bay Area, and his calling card was leaving messages like this one. Cryptic, coded messages. This cipher actually was only solved in 2020, like went unsolved for half of a century.
In a letter that the Zodiac wrote, and my grandpa's police reports, and also this poem that I'm going to talk about later. My grandpa spells the word until wrong. He spells it wrong. He puts 2 L's at the end. Where in multiple letters of the Zodiac wrote, he also spells until with 2 L's at the mother end. Well, let's talk about the Sherry Bates murder that took place a couple years before the Darlene Farron murder. Well, this murder took place. She was at the library studying one night. She leaves and gets shot up, where they found a poem handwritten underneath a motherfucking desk. And forensic analysis and handwriting analysis say that is the exact writings of the Zodiac. And they say that this is possibly the first killing that the Zodiac ever did. Well, this letter was initialed RH at the very bottom. RH, Richard Hoffman. Forensic analysis experts said that that letter was written by the Zodiac. So why is no one connecting this to my mother, grandpa? Somebody tell me why. What are we gonna do about it? I don't know. My grandpa's on vacation in a grave somewhere, but I'm convinced.
We're trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee to deal with this. Honestly, this is coming from the dream. Okay. That's some creepy weird shit. Can you hear it? Where is that? Who is that? What the fuck is going on around here?
When my biz partner decides to join the siren call.
Girl, don't join the sewer sirens, please. I beg. This video absolutely terrified me as someone who is permanently scarred by the sewer scene from the It movie. Honestly, the sewer sirens low-key have pipes, but also why are they singing? And what is this? I don't know. Let me know down below, and stay spooky, friends. This is why you should never just throw away a haunted doll, because this TikTok user did, and watch what happened. All right, you're gonna see the trash can open and then watch, oh, he's a runner, he's a track star. Recently, TikTok user How Bizarre Pictures has been making a series of videos on his haunted doll, Garwin. He's had Garwin since he was a kid, but recently he started hearing what sounds like a child crying in the night in his basement.
The past few nights I've been waking up to what sounds like a little boy crying in my basement. Upon investigating, I always find the doll propped up in completely different places. I decided to set up a camera overnight to see what's moving it.
While Garwin is the creepiest little guy, How Bizarre Pictures is a filmmaker, and these are all short films featured on their TikTok account. Stay spooky, friends. Don't throw out any haunted dolls. Okay, this Glitch in the Matrix video is going so viral right now on TikTok because people are saying that this little like ornament ball disappears in the middle of the video, but let me know what you think. First off, so weird that literally in the show, that person says, "Where's she gone now?" as the ball disappears, like crazy coincidence. But I don't know where this ball went. You can't hear it rolling away anymore. The parents say that they moved all of the furniture and there was nothing there. So maybe this kid really just experienced her very first glitch in the Matrix at a very young age, but let me know what you think. This is so crazy. The body of a Wells Fargo employee was found at her desk 4 days after the last time she was seen clocking in. This happened in Tempe, Arizona. A woman named Denise Prudhomme was last seen clocking in for work 4 days before her body was discovered just slumped over at her desk. Security at the Wells Fargo dialed the Tempe Police Department on August 20th after Denise's body was found in her cubicle. She had last scanned into work on Friday, August 16th around 7 a.m., and she never checked back out. Police reported that Prudhomme was found on the 3rd floor of the building in a cubicle that was not in a main walkway, and there were no immediate signs of foul play. The medical examiner has yet to determine the cause of death. Employees of the Wells Fargo had started to notice what they described as a foul odor, but they thought that it was related to a plumbing issue within the building. Denise Prudhomme's body was actually found by another employee of the Wells Fargo who happened to be passing by Denise's cubicle and went over to check on her when she saw that Denise was slumped over at her desk. Employees who have talked to news outlets about this have all requested to stay anonymous, but one employee said to hear she's been sitting at the desk like that would make me sick, and nobody did anything. That's how she spent her last moments. Wells Fargo did make a statement reading, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of our colleague, Denise Prudhomme. Our thoughts are with her family and loved ones, and we are in contact to ensure they are well supported during this difficult time." Yeah, well supported because you didn't find their family member's body for 4 days. This is just so sad, and unfortunately a reminder that these companies do not care about you. Also, if you want a more in-depth video on this, Moist Critical made a really, really good one. And rest in peace to Denise Prudhomme. So sad. I'm about to show you the single scariest video I've ever seen in my life, and I'm being so serious. These two were literally just about to watch a movie when somehow something glitched, and instead of the movie, they were watching a live security camera feed of someone's actual room.
Where the Jordan, I'm on a movie website. What? What? How did that happen? Wait, did you see that? Someone just moved it. Wait.
I'm recording.
Wait, is this here, Jordan? Is this here in our complex?
No, that's not our complex, right?
How do you?
That's not our complex. That's not what it looks
Someone's
like.
off. What are they? Jordan, someone's asleep right there. Oh my God!
Joel, stop!
Jordan, look at his feet. Someone's asleep right there, Jordan.
Wait.
Jordan.
What the? Show me your phone. Show me your phone. This is what he's live broadcasting.
It's just a movie, okay? There's nothing on my phone. There's nothing on my phone. How did this connect to the TV?
Oh.
This just popped up on my TV. Jordan,
This is the exact time,
Jordan,
too. What time is 4:21? So wherever that is 2 hours behind us.
This is gonna go viral on Instagram if you post this. Jordan, post this on your Instagram.
Oh my God. What the
I don't know, y'all. I was trying to find some kind of update or follow-up, but I got nothing. And this freaks me out. So have you seen this viral video going around of someone posting subliminal messages that they saw pop up on the Vegas sphere? Referred to as the Vegas dome malfunction video, and you can see this person like slowed everything down to see a bunch of the subliminal messages. However, I don't think that this is a new video, because these were the visuals playing inside of the sphere. You can see the crowd over here during the first ever performance inside of the Vegas sphere, which was U2. And if you're wondering why is U2 flashing subliminal messages during their show, it's actually a nod to the graphics that were used during the U2 Zoo TV tour. So no, this is not like a new thing. They've been using these like visuals since the 90s. Now, if this video wasn't taken during the U2 concert and it was taken like when it was posted, which was just a couple of days ago, that's a little weird, but at least for now, I don't think anyone is trying to influence your mind with the Vegas sphere. Well, I mean, they are, like there are ads playing on there all the time, but at least not through like this kind of subliminal messaging. There's this woman on TikTok who checked her Ring cameras after she got a notification in the middle of the night. The notification comes in at 10:13 p.m. and even the Ring camera recognizes this as a person. And if you look in those double doors, there is somebody standing there. The poster and a bunch of people in the comment section are saying that they see a little girl in a dress. I'll be really honest with you, all I see is like a face there, and I almost could have explained it away as something else, like thinking my brain was like making up a face where there isn't anything, but then it just disappears. I don't know. What do you guys see? Or do you think this is anything at all? They just built the biggest haunted doll of all time. Demonic 27-foot doll in town square terrifies locals. Never seen anything like this. So, meet Lily. Lily was built in the town square of Rochdale in England. She has movable limbs, a mouth that opens and closes, and eyes that open and close. As the BBC said, a plus-size Pinocchio. So, she was built as part of the town's climate change awareness program. According to a statement made by the council, Lily invited hundreds of local school children to share their thoughts on the future of the environment, discussing their hopes for protecting animals and nature and envisioning the world they want to live in alongside her. Apparently it's been very positive for the kids in the community, but there are also a lot of people saying it's real creepy looking. No matter how you look at it, a 27-foot puppet, like a movable working puppet, is no small feat. So massive kudos to whoever worked on this. But I'm gonna be real, y'all. If I saw this in my city, my first thought probably wouldn't be about climate change. It would be, why is there a demonic baby doll in the middle of town square? I'm sorry. What? It's literally taking individual steps up the stairs and holding on to the handrail. Yeah, the Elmo ghost balloon video is one of the most cursed things that I've seen in a long time, and it happens to be the most viral ghost video of 2025 so far. TikTok user Happy Ray Ness posted this video saying that at 9:48 p.m. this Elmo balloon just began walking up the stairs shortly after her dogs began barking. And the creepiest part of this clip is that the Elmo balloon stops exactly where she was standing before she moved out of its way. Who turned that off? Did Elmo turn that off? People in the comments were offering, completely rational explanations for this. One commenter saying that the video could be playing backwards, but that to me still doesn't explain why the feet were literally moving as if they were walking upstairs. This one also says, heat rises, it's winter, Elmo balloon follows the airflow in the house, you're losing the heat in your house through the roof. Science, not spirits. I've been getting a little bit more skeptical with these ghost videos online, but when it comes to this one, I'm going spirits and not the science. I'm sure there's a reason why it happened, or maybe it's just really clever video editing, like someone said, maybe the video is in reverse, but it looks like it's walking upstairs. I don't know. I'm so curious to hear what you think. Am I the only one who didn't know that they played Bloody Mary in the Halloween episode of Not Your Normal Kid Show? Because it is so creepy, and viewer discretion advised, because this is not your normal kid show.
First, you need a mirror. Then, you light a candle. And say into the mirror, Bloody Mary, 3 times. Maybe we'll see something scary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Oh, we should cover that up.
Thanks! I'm never looking in a mirror again. I just thought this was so creepy. I was catching up on Not Your Normal Kid Show for an upcoming YouTube video, and the Halloween episode from last year was really scary. Not Your Normal Kid Show is hosted on BV Key's accounts, so make sure to check her out. I'll have her link down below.
Videos that can never be explained. Police body cam captures lady vanishing out of nowhere.
Hey, how's it going?
I was speeding, wasn't I?
Yeah, you completely blew past that stop sign in front of me.
I'm so sorry. I literally didn't even see it.
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's a birthday party. So,
got it.
Not mine, but...
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is
Where did she go?
Sarah?
What the heck? Sarah? 3201 to dispatch.
What you just watched is a video that pretty much goes viral here on TikTok like once a month, with people claiming it's a glitch in the Matrix, a paranormal phenomena, and so much more. But this is actually part of a larger collective of videos called The Great Disappearance. They're all taken kind of like found footage style. Like this one was on a police body cam. The next one I'm going to show you was on a security camera. So this one's in an airport. You'll watch this person and that person disappear. The first few times that I saw these kinds of videos make the rounds with absolutely no context, I didn't think that they were real, but I certainly didn't understand where they were coming from. Until I found the video, The Great Disappearance by a pastor named David Jeremiah. It has over 5 million views, and the description box reads, "The Perhaps Today Rapture reenactment videos aim to create content so intriguing that the world will want to stop and consider the reality of this imminent prophetic event and look to the Word of God for the answers to their spiritual questions." So yeah, they're just videos that were made in hopes of getting people to stop and think about the rapture, but I think very clearly in hopes to go very, very viral so that it'll freak you out and you'll go buy this $30 book on 31 ways to be rapture ready. Spooky scary indeed. Stay spooky and safe out there, friends. Was I the only one who didn't know that Nosferatu was banned for being too scary? The original silent film from 1922 was banned in Sweden for 50 years due to excessive horror. The ban was lifted in 1972, but I gotta be honest with you, I went to the Los Angeles premiere of the remake of Nosferatu last night, and if Sweden was still banning films based on excessive horror, this one would be right out the window. It's crazy to think that the original 1922 silent film is over 100 years old now, especially considering the fact that there was a world where Nosferatu became lost media, as the widow of Bram Stoker, who wrote the original Dracula, sued the makers of Nosferatu back in the 1920s for copyright infringement. The lawsuit was successful, actually, and she won in court, but by that time, copies had already made their way to the US, where these copyright claims really didn't hold any merit, and so the film was allowed to survive. Just crazy to think that this incredibly influential film almost became a piece of lost media. Anyway, the remake comes out on December 25th, and it's absolutely terrifying. Now, I mentioned this in a previous video, but I have been telling you guys' scary stories over on my TikTok page, and those are kind of being saved for a different compilation. I really love making those. I've only made one so far, but I really love making those long compilations where you guys can just listen to a ton of stories for like an hour. But one video that didn't make the cut last time was this one that a follower had sent me, and they're photos, supposedly, of a real ghost caught on camera. So I got sent a really crazy ghost picture, and I don't really know what to make of it. So let me give you the context of the photos. They're from a follower of mine named Ashley, who emailed them to me saying that she was just going through old pictures of her pet geckos today when she realized she caught something in the background of one of them that definitely wasn't there. So here's a normal one of these pictures. It's just her pet gecko hanging out. Here's another normal one. She just included these so I would know what kind of photo she was taking, because this photo is where it all starts going downhill. Who are you? Ashley says she never edited these. She was alone in her room while taking them, and also that she took them on a Samsung Galaxy S8. She doesn't know what to make of this except that that is a ghost. And to me, that is like clear as day a person. I know that there's a phenomena called pareidolia where humans will see faces where there's nothing. So maybe this is an example of that. But to me, that just looks like a person. And a person very clearly like trying to get in the photo. Like this little guy is just so happy and so proud in this photo. Look at him, the cutest little lizard ever. That is someone photobombing. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's just a person? Where did they come from? I don't know. This one is creeping me out, so let me know what you think. Sometimes I like to react to like compilations of scary TikToks that you guys send me live because, you know, it's like really rapid fire and we can go through a bunch of TikToks back to back.
Ma'am, do you need help? Do you need an umbrella? Are you okay?
What in the Stranger Things?
Your makeup's running. She's makeup.
Okay, we're watching scary videos, but that first one was weird. Not real, but I was waiting for my DoorDash when I heard a knock outside and see this. A creepy little lady. That's my friend Dustin. Love you, Dustin.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Literal fucking demon.
Well, if you're cold, they're cold. Let them outside. First snow in 8 years in Mississippi. We find this up by our window. Oh. That's kind of weird. Wow, compared to the footprint and all. There's no way this is real right now. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared.
Something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a bug? What is that? Dude, that's what.
So for today's drink.
Oh. Just start swinging. You know what? That's real. This compilation's a little strange. I'm not too sure what's going on. Oh, and it's over. Let's watch some scary videos you guys have tagged me in. My neighbor invited me to his house, but I'm not sure what to expect. I guess start expecting creepy little hands to come out of some mini doors. Okay, 3:25 a.m. We got the dogs barking. We do listen to dogs when dogs are freaked out, but that does just appear to be a woman in a white dress.
I'm pushing carts out here in the middle of the night, and I got kind of lost.
Bro ended up in Silent Hill. The lady in the white dress was creepy, but I think was just a person. He definitely ended up in Silent Hill though. What? Terrifying. Empty space in a kitchen. What did we see? I missed it. Sorry. That is just a donkey, I think. Yeah, that's just a little guy. I don't know. These were weird. Let's watch some scary TikToks from Appalachia. This one is apparently of two girls who broke into this OP's backyard. Hopefully they didn't go out to see them. Oh, don't love that. Me, anytime I realize my curtains are open because I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Yep, get those closed. We don't leave those open at night. This is why we don't go out at night in Appalachia. Oh my God, wait, I hear that. Oh. Oh my God, the dog scared me. It sounds like talking and howling. It's really quiet. Spooky. Don't love.
Okay, we're going in.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It was quiet, but it was spooky. The mountains come alive at night. Oh. Even if that's just an animal, it's a scary one. Okay, that's all. Bye. And with that, I think I have officially showed you guys 35 of the scariest TikToks and videos that I have posted recently over on my TikTok. Make sure to follow me over at loeybugxo for daily spooky content that I also tend to post here on YouTube Shorts as well. If you guys don't like TikTok and you want to keep up with it, not everything makes it over, but most things do. And hey, if you don't want to watch short form content, you always have these roundups with me so we can talk about the scariest videos that I post. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I want to say a really big thank you to my subscribers who are members of the channel. If you want to join the channel memberships and get extra members exclusive perks like members only videos, polls to help me decide on future video topics, members only updates, and more, you can click that little join button somewhere around the screen. We would love to have you. An extra special thank you to my VIP loves for their continued and generous support of the channel. I love and appreciate you all very, very much. I love you all very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!